Hey guys, I'm back with another story time. I know I've been gone for like the longest time ever. That's me, non-consistency. It's like we don't, we do not shangas. Okay, fine. Anyways, I've been meaning to do the story time for like the longest time, but then I didn't think I was like ready because emotionally then didn't get correct. Yeah, when so yeah, hence why it took me this long to actually stand here and then do the whole story time thingy. Anyways, giving birth to Oluzuka, I'm gonna start this thing like from the beginning. Yeah, but in 2019, after giving birth to my first son, I made a decision that I'm not having any other kids until my son is like 10 years or older. Yeah, but then the funny part about it is that I never, okay, actually, after giving birth, they inject us, that injection, the poor one, yeah, so it made me super fat, and like I decided I'm not gonna use it anymore. I'm not gonna inject myself with that thing anymore, and I didn't look into other options or just to prevent from having kids. So fast forward to 2021, when I finally decided to actually come back home. That was like in June. That was after the whole proving thing, the whole my piano thing. I wanna the whole anyway. Anyways, I came back home. I came back to my husband. I came back to my kids. And I remember this one time we had a discussion about if it happens that I fall pregnant. That was me saying that. If it happens that I fall pregnant again, I'm gonna terminate it. I'm going straight to the doctors and I'm doing the things that makes the parts to happen. Yeah, when I think because I was not in in that situation, it was easy for me to actually make that decision because I so facey any of that. Anyways, um, September, around August, September, I knew, guys, I knew deep down, or someone is crawling inside of me. I knew that. But then, like a because I had zero signs of being pregnant. I had like zero, absolutely zero. I was still normal. I had no morning sicknesses, skin sharp, kissing stress. Yeah, but sharp. And around about October, this whole thing started to like really hit me, and I started thinking about it. Was it October? I think it was October, September, October, between those months. Then, it started. It started to hit really hard. Like, Bella, you are pregnant. Now you have to make that decision. You have to get up and go straight to the doctor, sweetie. But then, guys, I was so scared. Oh my god, I was so scared. And then I started doing a research about the whole thing, the whole process of like abortion and stuff. I started watching videos on YouTube of how the whole process actually takes place, and watching videos about ladies who have done abortions before, who had abortions before, and stuff like that. Why get hug? Why get hug? Yo, this fool. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue. I hope this whole thing it just doesn't make the whole video wait. Anyway, so I started like consuming that all information. Other ladies were like, I've done it and nothing has like ever happened to me. Like, how not anything is I saying no karma, no anything, no nightmares and stuff. Other ladies were like, they regret doing it, but and I reached out to one of my friends, Kimo, about this whole thing, because she had an experience, Gayola, and then she was like, she told me like the process was so easy. She booked, and then the following day she went in and she's fine. That's what she told me. Guys, I was so scared. It was never easy. No, it was never easy, Shem. And okay, during that time, guys, I have never in my life prayed that much. Kare Modimo, why did you put me in this situation? You gotta make a plan, because during that time I was not working, I was still a student. Gitola that stipend gitolang, and it's not enough to actually help me raise two kids. So Mudimu, why are you putting me in this situation? Why are you testing me with such a huge thing? Guys, I have never in my life prayed like that before. You know what? Even I was jamming to this song, Ering Kululu Lako Aish Ngosi Esime. I think even like women of praise, or women at praise with Zaza, they have Zaza featured there. The song was actually me reaching out to God, my God, please show yourself into this situation. Help me, give me a sign on what to do, because at this moment I'm scared to actually go to do the whole abortion thing. I was super scared, and in my mind I have this whole thing. The moment okay, that's when life is formed. So I cannot just decide to destroy that life. So it's either I'm keeping it, planet happy, or I'm keeping it and give it away. I don't know, but I had to keep that baby. So during that time, my husband helped me to actually apply for jobs. He helped me to what's this, to apply for those positions that are position again, that job, what yeah, the assistant, being assistant to teachers. Ish, being an EA. Anyways, so he helped me apply for that post, for those posts. Yes, yeah. And then it happened that one day I just woke up and I was feeling so sad. I was so depressed, having to think, well, I have to make a decision, because before it's too late. Ne? So I had to make this decision before it's too late. And wow, guys, the whole thing of wanting to terminate and keeping the baby, it just caused a lot of disagreements in our relationship. He was like, we can't keep the baby because we can't afford to have another baby. At first, but then when reality hit, he was like, no, we can't have this baby. And me on the other side, I wasn't sure whether to keep it or not. Oh my God, guys, I started buying those tea that you're not supposed to drink when you're pregnant. Those ones you use for lose weight and stuff. So I was like, it's gonna be easy if I do that, but then I think I was gonna live that regret. Anyways, it happened that one morning I woke up feeling very sad. I started to play that song, yeah, Kululu Qolo Lwakho, because wow, I was going through it, guys. I was going through the most, yeah, but so I played that song. Oh my God, and God showed up, guys. Yeah, but that one sign from God, and he actually gave it to me. He gave me a reason to keep this baby. And I think like Mudimu has been with us throughout. So I was playing that song, Kululu Qova. And I'm busy cleaning because whenever I feel sad, like whenever I feel super sad, on a depression, I don't know, but I don't think that that's depressing. But when I feel super sad, cleaning in the house. So I was cleaning, and then kulula, kulula. Oh my God. And then while that song was playing, I received a call from one of the principals. He called, hey, my lady, you have to bring your CV, you have to submit your CV tomorrow. At what time, and stuff like that. And I knew at that moment that Uluzuko had to leave. Uluzuko, he's meant to be here. I knew that moment. I have to keep this baby. Mudimu Kieno, he gave me a chance. He gave me hope. Things are gonna be alright. Like here's an extra income. Like it will do something. It will make a difference. Sharp. And then I submitted my CV, and then they called me for interview. Yeah, I get interview, guys. I get interview. I got prepared and I go kulula. And then on my way to that school, on my way to that school, yo. But then instead of going big, I was like, no, I'm not going big. Yeah, forward. Oh my God. So how are you guys? And then I was the last person to be interviewed. I got there past 12 and Gaba interviewed at around 4 p.m. You get? I was super tired. And while I was still waiting, I remember the guy Aileen into that room, mobile interview. When he left, I started playing that song about Lord, please get with me inside of that room. Like, hi Bewe, I'm letting you, God, to do the job. Show them I'm the child of the Most High God. Oh my God. Anyways, I got into that interview. Into that interview. I met the panel. They introduced themselves, and then came questions, guys. Like the previous day, I had to prepare, and the one question Eki preparing was, tell us about yourself. Like that was the most. I think questionnaire, like that's the hardest question to actually answer to, because anyways, I got in there. They started asking me questions, sharpo, and then they asked me to tell them about myself. I told them about myself. I actually don't remember what I said, but I remember saying I'm an outspoken person because I saw that on internet. I said that. Anyways, Bambuza Dibuzo, as like, which subjects do I think I'll be able to assist with? And I told them accounting and business studies and math. It's been like five years. Because I company maths and I did pure maths, so I was like, But then your results are so good. Hey, no, I can't. So I was maths. But then they were so nice, guys. They even started asking me about questions regarding my family, but if I know Papi Khanare, and I was like, yeah, I know him. I actually know his mom and stuff like that. May he so rest in peace. It was like I was with my friends. Like that panel was so friendly, and I was like, this is too good to be true, man. How can they be so friendly? I remember they asked me about COVID-19. What do I feel about vaccinations and stuff? Am I vaccinated? I told them my thoughts about all of those stuff, and they were like they were super nice. Yeah, but so the moment I left that room, I thought to myself, well, I got the job. Anyways, before I leave, they told me if we don't call you today, just know you didn't get the job. All right? Yeah. Sharp. I came back home. The day ended. Basoka bang phone like, yo guys, Mudimu, hope and then take it away. What's wrong? What's happening? Mudimu, just make a way. Just make a way for me. Just make a way for me. Because wow, yay, guys, I have never prayed like that. Yo, I prayed shame. I prayed. On Sunday, I received a call where, hey girl, you must report to work tomorrow at this time. Okay. And I was super happy. And I knew, oh my God, Santana Olite, oh my God, you're still here. You're still here. So I got the job, and yeah. So now fast forward to January. My tummy was not that big. Like I always had fupa, like, but then it didn't show. I did not even feel like I was pregnant during that time, for January, February. So it came a time where I had to like start my antenatal classes into visits, and I had to make a decision whether don't get and go to a private clinic or to a public one. And I was like, I'd rather pay money than to suffer the consequences, guys. The public clinics, yo, they treat us like trash, yo, guys. Anyways, I started my antenatal visits. It was in March. Yo, and the doctor put why so, and I told them that I had 0 symptoms, that I was pregnant. You find out when I went for a scan, because I was feeling like there's something growing inside of me, and she was like, no, your baby's gonna be fine, you don't have to worry, he's developing very, very nicely, he's a healthy baby. That time we couldn't see the gender of the baby. Remember that time I was like 7 months, so they could actually tell the gender, but then we couldn't see it because guy so we couldn't actually see sharp. And then got the visit and then during that time my husband also got a job. Yo guys, I love my God so much, guys. I think this video is gonna be me telling you about God, like, but then throughout this journey I have witnessed the grace of God. I have witnessed, God himself, like, into my life. He performed miracles. He did things. He made things happen for us. Yeah, what? So during March, my husband also got a job. So things started to ease up for us. And then in April, what happened in April? In April, I don't remember what happened in April, but in May, I went for like my checkup. That was like my last checkup, but then I didn't know because the scan was saying baby's gonna be born June, 7th of June. So it's either I'm gonna give birth 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after. Sharp. So my husband and I, during May, it's like he knew about Bella. You might give birth soon, so he started to buy like small things like kati, balidi cows, the pampers and wipes and body earbuds, bomiriana. He bought stuff like that, but then diaparo, diaparo. So on my last visit, okay, during that period I had like that thing whereby due to stress, this side was affected. I couldn't this side couldn't like function well, bullets or like a little bit crook and stuff like that. So I thought I was having a stroke because of stress. But then I also prayed about it, and you know what God did? Oh my God, guys, he did the things that makes the post to happen. And when I saw a video from like Closelam, a lady where she got hit by that thing, Bell's palsy. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Like she remained like dead, like also really like this, and it happened. Hannah pregnant, but then with me, when I saw that video, I was like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I passed that stage. And right now I'm fine. Like during the whole journey, this whole pregnancy, I witnessed, oh God, and I'm so grateful for that, for all of that. Because without him, maybe anyways, okay. On my last visit, that nurse umbrella I have like the sugar levels and stuff. I was also obese. I had to go to the hospital, but then I went there like once, and then I was like, I'm not going back there. Hospital, public hospital, I'm not going back there. But then she was like, you're fine, but then if you feel like you're not doing okay, you can come any day. You can just pop in and just tell us, hey, I'm having this and that and that and that and that. Okay, sure. So weeks before I actually gave birth to my beautiful precious son, my husband, he had a dream, and that's what I was saying. He was like, and he's a boy. And I was like, Luzuko, what's that, bro? What's that? Because I'm not closer. My mom is closer, but I'm not closer. Okay, my boyfriend is also closer, but then we don't speak closer. So Luzuko, what does that even mean? We started searching on the internet. What does Lizuko mean? Luzuko means, and we were writing it as Lizuko because we didn't know the name until I asked my mom, and she said, yeah, that's a boy's name. It means glory be to God. Guys, when I say my God is good, I mean it, because I have witnessed him. I came over that glory. I don't mind glorifying him, because wow, you have done so much for me. You have done so much for us, for this family, and I'm so grateful, guys. So anyways, even like before, my mom's told me about like my mom is good with those things, dreamy and getting the genders correct, we don't need a scan up here because my mom is here. So when I told her about the pregnancy, she said, yeah, your baby is a boy. Oh my God. And she came like a month before I gave birth to just help around the house with the baby. With my other son, he was like 2 years. Oh, he was just a baby, guys. Anyway, still is a baby to me. Anyways, my mom was here to help around the house, help me with ulitabo, and yeah. So even like days before I gave birth, she told me again, you are having a baby boy. And then I had to accept, well, I'm having another boy. Oh. Yeah, so the day came on the 17th of May. I was at work, like I just went to work like normally in Jane. I was not feeling any different. I went to work. When I was at work, they told me, Bella, you need to rest now. You look so ugly. They told me I look so ugly and I was pregnant. That's what they said. Oh, you need to rest now. You are so pregnant. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And then after school, maybe those were signs. I'm giving birth. Yeah, you got baby today. After school, I got home. Everything was still fine. And then we were laughing about it with my mom. I told her, "Oh, your school basically, na tla ba re ke mobe." But ke mobe and stuff like that. And then we were laughing about it. And I told her, but I'm starting to feel different. But today. And then I love laughing, guys. So can't say about the whole thing of me giving birth that night. And I was like, I feel so different. And my husband was not here because we had to like save up some money. So he decided to go, he's gonna go stay with his friend for like a week or so, a month, so that we are able to like cater for other baby stuff. Like we were like preparing, so we had to like save up. So he went to his friend's place to actually be like closer to his workplace. Yeah, but sharp here. So that night I was texting him, Gary Norman. Tonight is the night, and we are laughing about the fact that my baby only has a hat and socks. He got no clothes, had a nix. But then I too, we had also that those things sticking in teddy bear. I had two of those, and we're like, I'm giving birth. I told them like, I think I'm giving birth today. I'm gonna give birth tonight, because it was at around past 8 to 9. Yeah, and then while I was busy at it, try to catch up. I don't know what my mom said, but then I can hear when she says something. And we started laughing about it. And I'm like, no, Mama, like I had peed on myself. Are you sure? Yeah, and then I was wearing a gown because it was super cold. So I was wearing my nightgown, and then Kylie made I had to take it off and then grab something else, because at that moment I thought, man, maybe give this whole thing, because hair of being pregnant, because whenever I laugh I would pee on myself, I sneeze, pee on myself. Okay, like pregnant ladies know this. Well, like how to you pee on yourself, like that little bit, then you sneezed. But yeah, so I thought it was that, but then it was weird at the same time. But then it's fine, because with my first baby, I like my water didn't broke. They had to break it manually. sharp. Ha and then like after an hour I realized okay, I'm having contractions. Ish. I was having those labor pains and they were not like super yeah, but and then we started picking the bags. We ranka dikatiba tsa ngwana, and then those bye dikatiba tsa ngwana mapae, we packed the bag like ne ke se ready to give birth. Yeah, so that night we had to pack. We packed everything, the diapers and all of that, but he did not have clothes. Anyways, and then Hannah Queen say, yeah, they got super bad. Oh my god. Guys, in a gosh, when it got but I lady pain it says one. Yo! And I was pacing around the house. Yeah, Mama, how's that say? I'm right. Because all along, all this time I was laughing. But now, this pain is like, oh. I'm pacing around the house. My husband is also calling me on this other side. Yeah. Come on, wena. Should he call his friend to take me to the hospital? Ke tla bitsa ambulance. Up and down. Ke bitsa ambulance vele. Kaisahle. And then he had to call his friend at Felix because he was not here. Sharp. To the hospital, guys. Those pains. Like I have never in my life experienced such pains. No, even with my first baby. Those ones, guys. And I think it was the fact that every day Neki walk up from school, from work to the house. So it was supposed, that whole thing was supposed to make the delivery of the baby easy, but no. Kantiko kia kwa hell. Yo, guys, the pains were so severe. But then they were so bad, guys. Like they kept on coming like like for a minute, and in a sense but they stop for like 5 minutes. No, those ones. Anyways, like we got to the hospital, and then first red flag. Harry Fiedler, that guy, I don't know whether he was panicking or he's like that, I don't know. But then he went inside. He went inside. He was like, and then he didn't know how that they are not allowed into that like area. So he just went in. He was like, those nurses were like, yo, guys, those nurses were like, hey, they were so rude. They were super rude, and I told him like, no, it's fine. Thank you for fellas, and then I paid him for petrol high sharp. And then I get that other nurse, she was like, what's my clinic guy? And then I told them the name of the clinic that in fact, I think there's something by Butzempil, and then my mama responded, and they were like, no, oh, I think they asked me about my age. No, yeah. They said, and my mom was like, and then that nurse was like, no, I give you leave mutona and then she was like ke motho o moholo man a tumela ha fihla o re o tsamaya clinic kae ke re unjani it's a private clinic, and she was like wa sa lo pepela unjani. Guys, at that clinic ha ba pepisi, so ba sebedisana le that hospital. I thought now maybe Mutonana, she's one of those people about rude, but then they are not rude. They're just trying to like tough to act like they are tough and stuff like that. I thought she was a nice rude person. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But when but then not mean it in a bad way. Sharp hair. I told her how to get my own journey. She was like, what's a little bit like own journey? I was like, huh? This lady. And she was like, go. Immediately, I think it was the fact that she saw how the pains they kept on coming like every now and then. So she thought I was giving birth already. It was time for delivery. So we got to that room where when we got to that room, and then she broke some things inside of me, and then she said I must push, and then I told her like the pain has already push, but then it pain. I don't think it's time for delivery. I said. She was like, oh okay. And told her waiting how baby no hair sansa no dula sharp, and my baby was low, was already like mama kyatla, but then it's a no sharp. They took me to the other room where kita dulale other ladies who are about to give birth. Yeah, one. So it's at night at around past 1 past 2 and then guys, those pains were super painful. Yo, and I kept on saying yo Jesus. And then this other nurse one person ke ngwana ha wa bokayo ke wa bobedi a go qala utlwa pain ya labor. How can you like compare pregnancies? Why? What's wrong? Yeah, obviously stress. And then I just ignored that. And then she saw my file and she saw my age. I'm 23 years, and she was like, 23 ka ngwana bobedi. Ayo. They kept going on and on about the fact that I was only 23 years and ke ba le ngwana bobedi. Okay, I ignored that and I was like, so I kept doing my thing. Oh, Jesus. And then there's this belt. They put it around you, around your tummy, just to monitor the baby's heartbeat. Yeah. Bye. That belt is super painful. Like, it makes the pains to be worse. That nurse was like, guys. Makes sense if I was going to hell. Sharp hair. And then I think it was around past 4. They told us to go like bath and stuff, and then we went into Khatlapa. Sharp. Around that time, they got worse. They got super worse, and I told them, my baby's coming. Yeah, but I was still laying on bed, and I told them, and then that lady kamobita, and then she came, that old lady, she came and then uncheck. No. Oh my God. While I'm still laying there, I feel like maybe I should like take a walk ke tsamaye ka corridor ka mo. So I got out ka nene ka tsamaya ka corridor ka mo. Each time those pains came, guys, ene ka re nka pusha, but I couldn't stop that feeling of me wanting to push. And then metsi a blooded like will come out. Like those pains were a sign hore ngwana wa tla. They kept going on and on. Those pains, I think, for like 30 minutes or so. And then after some time, for like boma 15 minutes, and then after some time, I knew no paper. I went to that lady, that old lady, and I just like paper, and those pains started. And then I could feel my son's head, like he was already coming out. And then on a bed that she knows I'm not supposed to give birth on. And oh my God, I wish those nurses could just like listen to us. And then when I got there, excuse me, I had to push her. One game misa hore, oh, come, let's go to that other room, guys. Oboni hloho a re honna tshwara hloho eo kore I should just kore o batla hore ke stop ke tshwara jwang hloho ya motho a batlang ho hlaha. Guys, how do I stop labor pains? How do I stop from pushing? Because that pain e batla ke pushe. Sharp ke msala morao, and ha tla mona wa chips rice ke mme a sale moholo. I feel like when we got to that home, Lemadi, she was like, stand right there, I'm coming back. Hey bro, coming back how? Like you saw the head of the head, man. Ish, guys, men o bone hlo ya ngwana ka go munyane. So o nahana go kenka ka nako e nngwe hape just to stand and wait for her. Guys, when I tell you, while I was still standing up, that pain came again, and my son, like I had to like I was standing up, and I was not in a position to give birth while standing up. I know people can give birth while standing up, but then I need assistance from those professionals to show me who, when you give birth, you have to be in a certain position. I have to squat. So my son just came out, and my son just came out, and and he was so slippery, and but I managed to save him. On the other hand, oh, this lady, guys, I hate her so much. I don't know if they hate it, but if I could see her again, wow. Shabu, while I'm holding my son, the placenta is still inside. She was like, Palam, Palam. I'm holding my son. The placenta is still inside. Like, how am I going to climb on top of that like that bed, how am I going to do it? But I did it. Kapala my bed, and then my son was here. Ga tsela ga thuthumela le ngwana wa thuthumela, and then the other lady came in and they started making comments like, yo, Lily Bizolantate la hlahella. Mo, she was busy with some paperwork and she was like, yo, Lily Bizolantate la hlahella. And then that old lady was still like cleaning me inside. So, yo, Lily Bizolantate la hlahella mo. Oh, and then while I'm still holding my baby, I was like, oh, guys, I was so happy. And I asked them, this old lady, can I breastfeed him? Yo, little way I'm tapping that thing. What's about Munyanza? Guys, yo, those people are nurses. They're supposed to nurse us. They're supposed to treat us well. They're supposed to treat us with kindness, with warmth. Guys, she was busy cleaning me and then she had to stitch me. Her stitcher, so I reacted to that pain, and she was like, get out, like I'll get born on 2 weekends in yona. Guys, I ate to the other room while she saw her. So, how do I stop the whole delivery thing when it's happening? How do I stop it? Njani, just tell me, guys. Njani, maybe I don't understand. Maybe those nurses knew better. Oh, those guys, but you're like, West Part, 23 years, o sana le ngwana bobedi. Le lebitso la ntate la hlahella. Yo. Kanti no tlamehile o hlahelle lebitso la mang. I didn't ntate wa ngwana. Sure. And then she gave me like a small lelapinyana, a small cloth, and it was like, Nka. Because we were both shaking like hell. We were so cold. Guys, when I got out of that room, there was blood everywhere. There was blood everywhere on that gown that I was wearing. I had blood even here. I had blood on my hands. And she told that cleaning lady, cleaner mo pele bane ba fihla. Ba tloa ba re ba bua haholo mona. Like she knew entire thing was not supposed to happen. She knew if those whoever anabua ka bona, they're not supposed to see all of that blood mo fatshe. Because she knew whatever she did, she had done, it was wrong. They knew. Oh, and then we went to that other room. Give me a pesa, and then at around 6, I think that the shift was over. She came to the room and she was like, Rethabile, bye-bye, rona ga tsamaya jwale. Does she know like the pain I'm putting through, the trauma, guys? Like having to give birth while standing up, not in the right position to like give birth. Wow. And then we stayed there for like extra day because my son what sugar level was below 3.0, so we stayed there. And then my husband came in the morning. I look at Kai, bought us clothes, dijo, and then they couldn't like let him in. So I had to go to the door to get them from my mom, because he also had to go back to work. Yo, guys, when I tell you, when I got home, I kept on having flashbacks. It like kept on repeating itself. It kept on repeating itself. And I prayed about it. Can I please not go back to that deep dark hole of depression because of that woman, because of the trauma that woman had put me through? Can I please not go through that? Can I please? Can I please? And then after that, it made sense. Like, if my son was like, my son was meant to be here, like, if he was supposed to be gone by now, if he was supposed to like to have died, but then by the grace of God and his mercy upon us, I could have just lost him, because Onatella, he was so slippery. I could have easily lost him, but he was meant to live. He was meant to be here. And like, he's the greatest gift I ever had. Both my sons are like the oh my God, like the best blessings God has ever gave me. Wow. And his name just started making sense. His name just started making sense. Oh my God, guys, I couldn't even walk after that. After giving birth to him, I couldn't walk, because now that day I'm swollen. I'm swollen. I'm swollen. I'm swollen. My thing was like this big. It's like this thing, and I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't just stand for the longest time. I couldn't do anything. If my mom was not here, like, yeah. And she told me, when I was about to give birth, she had me, and then she started praying. And I'm also so thankful for Onalite more, because wow, she like, it's like she invited God to that place. Save her son. She like, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Wow, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. Wow. Those nurses. Whoa, guys, my nurse, this whole thing, nursing, it's supposed to be a calling. It's in career. I saw someone saying that on Twitter. Because wow, the way they treat us. Yo, I remember this other lady, Anqoqela Ari, the very same lady who was supposed to help me with the whole thing of delivering umtan and stuff. She pushed her from the stairs, like those 1-2 stairs. Are ona kopa thuso from the other student nurse. So I tshwarela ka yena, because she couldn't walk. And then that lady was like, "Hi, rata dilo," and then she pushed her. This lady. What if something happened to that lady's child? And also there was another lady, who had a stillborn baby. How to get stillbirth or stillborn? I don't know. But then when I and they were like, "Hey, yeah, no sa itlhokomele wa no sa ya tleliniking he and then she told them hore ne ke tshaba ya tleliniking ya wa bo he. Those people are supposed to comfort us. They're supposed to treat us well. No, they're supposed to give us warmth. They're not supposed to be judging. Bona ba re judge. O na le 23 years o na le bana ba babedi. And then she also told me hore what's ba na ke le motse kae? Na ke le motse I think she said her age. But ke na le ngwana le motho. Ke na le ngwana le motho. It's fine. It's fine. So why unjwetsa? Oh, hi shame. Those ladies. Hi. Shame. Anyways, I hope if guys, if le batla ba le bana, just make sure on a little, you know, money creates convenience. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but then you have options. When you have money, you have options. Just work hard and make sure that you get that money. Because if I had money, I would be at a public hospital, because I know I gotta buy direla favor those people. I gotta zama the way they're treating us. I gotta zama. Wow. If I had money, do you like to a private hospital? Shame. To a private hospital. Plus, I keep a little nyatswa. I'm taking nyatswa. I keep on kono karamu. Oh! Anyways, guys, just make sure you work hard. You know, I know Chalete has your name who did someone. Chalete, let's just not confuse money and love. You lose Chalete, let's just not confuse it with love. Chalete can create convenience, but then I guess who did why not look away the parent. Anyways, guys, I think I'm better. I'm much better now. I didn't cry. I think Kimutare that old lady, and I wish her the best. I don't care. Guys.